click on the link or?
Përshëndetje. Yes, you can click on the link. Thank you everyone for joining this lesson. I've just started recording. Unë quhem Elson, jam shqiptar nga Shqipëria dhe një herë në muaj organizoj këto mësime falas. I'm organizing these lessons once a month, and the next one will be on the first Sunday of December. That will be the 3rd of December. I don't know yet what topic we'll be talking about, but in case you want to join this lesson, go to Learn Albanian Online. There is a Facebook group called Learn Albanian Online. You are welcome to join there, and I will give you the link to join such lessons. Okay, what do we have here? We have some new students. Let's start with the introduction part. Dorota.
Përshëndetje.
Dëshiron të prezantohesh, nga je dhe pse dëshiron të mësosh shqip?
Po, unë jam nga Polonia. Dhe po mësoj shqip sepse më pëlqen Shqipëria shumë. Dhe kam qenë disa herë atje.
Ke qenë disa herë në Shqipëri? Ku në Shqipëri?
Shumë vend.
Në shumë vend, në shumë qytete.
Në shumë qytete, me camper.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for being here. Then we have Maya. Përshëndetje. Unmute yourself. Përshëndetje, si je?
Përshëndetje.
Oh, we have two Mayas. Sorry, there are two Mayas here. Okay. Okay. Who wants to start?
Okay. Përshëndetje.
Përshëndetje.
Unë jam Maja. Nga Maqedonia.
Jam nga Maqedonia, po.
Jam nga Maqedonia. Unë pëlqen flas shqip.
Shqip, po, më pëlqen të flas shqip. Mirë. Thank you for joining here. Okay, Maya number 2.
Përshëndetje.
Përshëndetje.
Gjuhem Maja. Unë jam nga Svicra.
Po, nga Svicra.
Dhe po mësoj shqip sepse më pëlqen gjuha shumë mirë. Dhe dua të vizitoj Prishtina përsëri.
Prishtinën përsëri, shumë mirë. Nga cili kanton?
Soloturn.
Soloturn, okay, mirë. Rregull. Këtu kemi pastaj Monika. Përshëndetje Monika.
Përshëndetje, unë jam Monika, quhem Monika. Unë po mësoj shqip. Nuk kam motiv.
Të pëlqen gjuha të huaja.
Sepse gjuha shqipe është shumë interesante.
Interesante, mirë. So të pëlqen gjuhë të huaja, ti flet shumë gjuhë të huaja, mirë. Jasmin?
Përshëndetje. Unë jam Jasmin, jam nga Arabia Saudite. Dhe dua të mësoj shqip sepse shoqja ime është shqiptare.
Shumë mirë. Thank you for joining. Mert?
Përshëndetje. Jam Mert. Jam nga Istanbul.
Nga Stambulli, po?
Po, Stambulli. Sorry.
Okay, mirë. Thank you for joining. Okay. So we have Teresa nga Norvegia, banon Prishtinë. We will continue with the lesson right away, since the other ones who have joined much more often, they are much more popular. So we'll skip the introduction part. Okay, is that okay for you? Tiffany, we know Lenson, Torben, Teresa. Okay, Ur as well. Mir. Let me screen share, and I'll just send you a link for those who are present here. And for others watching from YouTube, I'm gonna screen share. 1 second here. So today's topic is complicated. We do have some intermediate and advanced learners, so that's very good. This topic is a bit complicated. Please make sure you watch the lessons I've done before related to accusative case, pronouns in the accusative case, and pronouns in the dative case. Make sure you watch that first before you watch this lesson, because otherwise you'll not understand anything. As I mentioned before, this lesson, the next free lesson will be held in December on the first week, the first Sunday. That will be the 3rd, I think. Yes, the 3rd of December will be the next lesson. In case you want to join, you can join the Facebook group Learn Albanian Online. There is the link to join this meeting. If should there be any questions, you can just let me know. We'll start with today's topic, weak pronouns in accusative case, weak pronouns in the dative case, and then something happens with both of them. They create the compound pronouns. We'll do some exercises, etc. What is a pronoun? We have talked about it many times. We are on slide number 2. We've talked about pronouns. There are several types of pronouns in Albanian, the subject pronouns or personal pronouns, we call them as well, demonstrative, possessive, interrogative. Today we'll talk only about the possessive pronouns because that's relevant when it comes to the compound pronouns. Now, again, long time ago, we talked about subject pronouns in different cases. In nominative, they are unti, aia, io, ne, yu, ata, to. In accusative, muama, tute, ate, e, nena, you, and then atai, atoi. And then in dative, they change like that. Muama, tute, ati, asai, neve, na, yuve, aturo. So in nominative, they have only one form. They don't have any weak or strong form, just one. In accusative, they have two forms. One is called the strong form, and then that one is the first one. We call it the strong form, those that I'm underlining. And the weak forms are the second ones. So the weak forms in accusative are the strong forms. We don't need them today, so we'll remove this. We don't need them. We need the weak forms. So m, t, e. Then we have na, we have you, and e, the last one. So please either write them down somewhere now or take a screenshot or something. We'll need these for the exercises in the following slides. These are the weak forms in accusative, and in dative, again, the second forms are called weak forms, m, t, then we have e again, and e for feminine, we have na, you, and u. So these are the weak forms in the dative and the accusative case. We don't need these in nominative today at all. We need only those in accusative and in dative. Any questions so far? Do you know what I'm doing or? Okay, here. So except beside the weak pronouns, these that I told you, please either write them down or take a screenshot or memorize them. Except these, we will also need to talk about the subjunctive mood, especially that t there, because that t very often is combined with these pronouns. And when you combine them with these pronouns, with these weak forms, you get sometimes a new word. You get, it's very weird math. We will see it today how they change. So when you combine that t of subjunctive mood, when you combine with these weak pronouns, you get a new form most of the time. Okay, let's start now with slide. We are on slide number 5. Subjunctive was that t, right, plus the verb. So when we combine that t with accusative, we get these forms that we see here, and next to them we have some sentences as well. So how we use subjunctive, again, we have done that long time before. We will mention it either also today in the sentences here. When you combine that t with m, the first weak form, it will not change. It is simply tm. For example, amun të më ndihmosh, can you help me? So tm, that does not change. The t is subjunctive, the m, me. And this is accusative case. Then we have the, quite often, many students ask me, why double T? Is it misspelled? Why do you need both of them? Yes, you need both of them. One T is the subjunctive, always the first T is subjunctive. Why subjunctive there? We have a modal verb, we have the verb to want, we need subjunctive. Why subjunctive in the first one? Because we have the modal verb mund. If you have mund, you need T after. So the first is subjunctive and the second is the weak form of the pronoun from the table we mentioned earlier. And you get t together. So dua të ndihmoj. Then we have, now weird things happen, the subjunctive t plus a. A means him or her or it. So again, if you go back to slide number 3, we are using these letters, right? These weak pronouns. T plus a, you get ta. You will never hear it or see it as te. They're melted into one word, ta. For example, është mirë ta ndihmosh. It's good if you were to help him, or it's good to help him. So why subjunctive te? Because of that expression. Expressions such as it's good, it's bad, it's necessary, it's important, they need subjunctive, so a te after. You'll never see it as te. They're melted into one ta. So është mirë ta ndihmosh. Those were in singular. Let's check out the plural. na from us, të na, they stay the same. Të na, a mund të na ndihmosh? Can you help us? So subjunctive because of the modal verb, and na, us. Then we have you. Be careful here. The subjunctive mood, the t from subjunctive plus you, that is dropped, you get tu. So not to you, but tu. So mund t'ju ndihmoj unë. I can help you. Subjunctive because of mund again. So you'll never see it as to you. That's wrong. If you see it, it's wrong. It is tu with that apostrophe there. And the last one, e from them, and t from the subjunctive, you get t with an apostrophe in the middle, so that we don't confuse it with t from you. So a do ti ndihmosh? Do you want to help them? So them because it's e from the weak pronoun, right? Okay, enough me talking. Any questions, or is there something confusing so far? Is it clear?
Yes, but you can also say a dot in ndihmosh atyre.
No, that's wrong, because it's not like in German. In German, the verb to help needs dative. This is accusative in Albanian.
Accusative. Aha.
Right?
So
okay. It's wrong if you were to say that.
It's with okay. But you can say a dot in ndihmosh ata.
Form is optional. We hardly use it, so that's why earlier I said leave it out. We'll deal with the weak forms. But if you want to use it, it's ata, yes, or ato, depending on the gender. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So this verb needs accusative. So here there are many things that you should know in advance before you know this. That's why pronouns, we have done them a long time ago, but this specific topic needed to be done like now, because we need to cover many other things before: the subjunctive, nominative, accusative, dative, the usage for each one of them, and then to get to such point. Ishquet, any other questions? Okay, let's go to the second part. So this was subjunctive, that t plus accusative. Let's go to that t plus dative. So we are on slide number 6. So here we have the t there. If you combine t plus m, you get tm, just like from the accusative. Ai do të më tregoj diçka. So he wants to tell me something. He wants to show me something. So why subjunctive? Because of do, and me. And tregoj is a verb that typically follows the dative. Number 2, again, to these together, t. The first one is subjunctive because of mund in this case, and the other one is the t from the dative. Mund të të bëj një pyetje? Kujt ty? Here. So to whom? To you. Të të bëj. So bëj is another verb that needs typically the dative. Then we have t plus e. So go back to the table again. E, we are in the to him, to her, dative. Right? So if you combine the weak form, the subjunctive plus that, you get t. So don't confuse it with the accusative from the previous slide. Mund t'i japësh një përgjigje? Can you give him an answer? Right? Mund t'i japësh një përgjigje? Mund t'i përgjigjesh? Can you answer him? So that e means to him or to her. Here, when you have dative, you will typically have accusative as well. So in the first sentence, diçka, that's the accusative part. He wants to show me something. So he, nominative, something, accusative. To me, dative. 3 cases. Mund të bëj një pyetje. So it's un, optionally. We know it there from the verb. Un, that's nominative. Një pyetje, that's accusative. To whom, to you, that's dative. So such constructions, they will typically have 3 cases. Here, të na. Yes, të na. Mund të na shpjegosh si punon kjo gjë? Can you explain how this thing works? Can you explain us, të na? Okay. If na weren't there, then it's simply can you explain? Mund të na shpjegosh. Then të plus you with t'ju. Doja t'ju shkruaja një letter. I wanted to write you a letter. Doja t'ju. You'll never hear it as te you. And te plus u. U is from them, atyre u, you get tu. Dua to them se çfarë mendoj. I want to tell them what I think. Okay? Dua to them se çfarë mendoj. Mirë. Any questions so far? Question?
Yes. Is it colloquial mix, the tu and the tu?
Yes, I mean, yes. I know what you mean. You'll hear it all the time like that, yes. As I said, this is a very complicated topic. You will, even Albanians confuse it. And you will hear many different variations, but this is the correct form.
Okay.
Yeah. What else? Theater? Peter Tira? No other questions. Yeah. Let me screen share again. Now something else happens. 1 second. Okay, we just finished subjunctive plus accusative, subjunctive plus dative. Now it happens that you can combine two cases together. You can combine dative and accusative. Why did I put accusative A? Because I'm using, go back to the table, slide number 3. I'm using the accusative singular it. So you can combine the dative with it or the dative with them, plural. So the next 2 slides will be about A and E plus dative, or dative plus A, which means him, her, or it, or dative plus E, which means them. So basically singular and plural. So this is a bit more complicated now. And in the following slides, I also have a slide which explains it or shows it much easier. It's presented there much easier. You will see it in a bit. So we are on slide number 7. We will combine now the dative and accusative together, but with that A, so it. So the column to the left, that's the dative, to me, to him, to her, to us. A means it from the accusative, and what do we get from this? So m, to me, plus A, it. So basically it to me, you get ma. It's never ma, it's ma. It to me is a translation. Give it to me, show it to me, send it to me, any of those, it would be ma. For example, ai ma choi documentin me post. He sent me the document by post. So it to me. 1 second. So ma, it's ma plus a. You get ma. Ma means to me, a it's it. It to me. The next one, t plus a, you get ta. So t dative plus a accusative, you get ta. For example, ta da prosintime, did he give you what I told him to give you? So prosi, it's something that you tell someone to give to something else. How to translate, what's the English word? It's not order here. So did he give you what I gave him for you? Prosi. So check out the ta part. That is build t plus a. Right? It to you. Did he give it to you? Here, tada prosintime. Number 3, it's an idiom. It's a bit complicated to translate it literally, but it's a very, very used expression, and it's an idiom. And it uses the construction. So E, which means to him or her, plus A, which is it, or him or her again, you get ia. So again, very weird math, but you learn this by heart. E plus A, it's ia. Si ia dolem ban. That means, how did you succeed? How did you have such success? How did you succeed? Si ia dolem ban. So again, it's very weird to translate it literally. It to him, how did you make it to him? That's the literal translation. The meaning is, how did you succeed? Wie hast du es geschafft auf Deutsch? Wie hast du es geschafft? Si ia dolem ban. Okay, let's go to the plural now. Na e, it to us. Prindrit nuk na e plotsuan dëshirën. Luckily stays normal. So na plus e, you get. So na e, yes. Na plus a is na e. Parents did not fulfill our wish. Prindrit nuk na e plotsuan dëshirën. Okay, let's go to the you. So you plus a, be careful, you get you are. So it to you all, or it to you formally. You attach this hair. I already told you several times. So I told it to you several times. You plus a, you get you are. I told you several times. So either plural, I told you all, or the formal. And the last one, u plus e, you get ua, sokat, uabön, oren, durad. So his friends made this watch a present to them. So so u plus e, to them. Here, uabön, sokat, uabön. The friends made a present for them, and that present was oren, a clock. So it to them.
Son.
But yes.
Can you tell me again why it becomes an A?
Which one?
Everything. Why is
yes, that's a good question. That's a good question. I have no answer. That's how it changes. You need to learn it by heart.
Okay, so there's no explanation for
No explanation, no. So okay. Ma plus a, you get ma. As I said, it's weird math, doesn't make sense, right? You just learn this by heart.
Yeah.
Right? And ma plus a, it means it to me, you get ma. That ma is, you'll never hear it as ma plus a. It's melted into one. It's melted into one word. And that word, yes, you get a ma for some reason. Okay? Yes. So that's again, this is very important. It's very used combination. Give it to me, send it to me, show it to them, give it to them. All those are used daily, right? But you need to know very well how to use dative, how to use accusative, and then melt them together, which is this what you see here.
Alison, can I ask one question?
Yes.
Can you say sokat uabön durat oren?
Yes, you can change that part, yes.
And one more question. For example, the and you is tu with a sign, a comma.
With the there, yes.
But in other places, in other examples, it's a single word. Why sometimes you use a comma and sometimes?
Yes, that's a good question again. So there's no reason why this happens. You just learned it by heart. So why, for example, check out slide number 6. Why it's not tm like that? Why it's not t or something? Right?
No. I understand that, but for example, tu, it has a comma. I don't know the word apostrophe or what.
Apostrophe, yes. Tu there.
And but m and it's not m apostrophe a. It's joined.
M and a. Where do you see it?
A dative and accusative. The first m and a is ma.
Ma.
Why is it a single word without an apostrophe?
I understand what you mean. Yes. So again, there's no reason why. Some will take apostrophe, some not. Yes. Yes. No reason.
I see.
Okay. Other questions?
Yes. One more question. So the rule is first the dative and then the accusative.
Exactly. Yes. Not the other way around. I mean, you can learn it the other way around. So you can say also a plus m, you get ma, but you put dative. Yes. Okay. Dative, accusative. Other questions? Yeah, let me see if anyone has joined, someone new, someone we don't know. And please try to write down some sentences so we can read them during the lesson. Let's screen share again. If you're watching from YouTube, you can join this link. Here's a blue link here. Okay, now the same thing. So here, what was that A? It is it. Give it to, so he sent it to me, he gave it to you, you made it, the wish it. So this was all it singular. That's why that A there. Now let's go to the plural. We have E. I did not write some sentences, so you can write some, or you can tell me some sentences now. So now we have, if we go back to table on slide number 3, again, we are combining the datives with E, them. So it's pretty much, we can write pretty much the same sentences or similar ones, but something in plural now, not the singular. Not the wish, but the wishes, for example. Okay, let's see how they change. m, so to me, m plus e is them now, right? You get me with apostrophe there, me, which means which means them to me, give them to me, send them to me. Mi qom, mi dërgo, mi shkruaj, mi lexo, mi jep, etc. T plus e, you get t. E plus e, you get ia for some reason, right? Again, there is no logic here. You just learn this by heart. Na plus, you have no idea how much I've suffered this when I learned them in elementary school. It was nightmare. Na plus e, na e, u plus e, you are. But the teacher wouldn't tell us, like, there is no logic behind it. They would say us, you should understand it.
But Wilson, you didn't learn them as we do. You knew how to use them.
I mean, my teacher did not explain them this way. No, he would say there is logic. He would say, like, learn them because you should or know them. But they never said that there's no logic between me and e, you get me, or nothing like that. You just need to know it.
But you're a native speaker and you know to use them naturally. So,
I mean, now, yes. But at elementary school, we had to learn this, just like you are learning, right? Yeah, and we have to analyze sentences and yes, just like I wrote them on slide number 7, with these pluses, we had to do exactly the same. Like, how did you build ma plus a? Why it's ma? It is ma. I don't know. They would never say like there is no logic behind it. There's no logic on how you build it. Okay, so e plus e, it's ya, which means them, the books, whatever, to him, right? That's ya. Na plus e, na e, u plus e, you are, which is the same like the previous slide, and o plus e, u are, which is also the same like the previous slide. So let's write some sentences now. You can say them in English, and then we can translate them together in Albanian or in German. So let's make a sentence with me, right? Which means them to me. Or if you have sentences for other ones, we can write them right away. So you can say it in English, as I said, or in Albanian.
Can I say, like, can you send me the packets?
The packets, yes. So mund. So now we have the subjunctive again. 1 second. So that would be including that one. 1 second. 1 second. So mund. Oh, now we have a new one. I did not include this one, but it is like this. So if you have a subjunctive in front, to me, T does not change. Tia like this. Amuntanai like that. Amunt you are with apostrophe.
Are you writing something? Because I can't see.
On slide number 8, yes. So tmei, it's to me. Amunt me. Can you send? You said.
Can you send me the packets?
Amunt mi çosh pakot. Amunt mi çosh pakot. To me.
Elson, the screen is frozen again.
Oh, let me stop and then start again. 1 second. Here. Okay. So amunt mi çosh pak. So if you combine the subjunctive, again, they will have other forms, as you can see.
Oh, okay.
Right? To me, yes. So we have subjunctive, we have accusative, we have dative. What else? With T.
Can I say one? I can hear you very well.
Yes, you can make a sentence.
Okay, so ajo ti jep parat? She gives you the money?
Yes, let's put it in the past. She gave you the money. Ajo ti dha parat. She gave you the money.
Ajo, or you wrote yo?
Ajo ti dha parat. Shumir. So them to you. The word money is plural Albanian. So them to you, it's ti. Ajo ti dha parat. Here, number 3. So ia, or you can use it with subjunctive. You get tia. So them to him.
I have one, but
yes?
without the subjunctive.
Okay, perfect.
Ia, ai, ia dha librat.
Yes.
He gave them the books. No, he gave him or her.
Yes, exactly. He gave him the book, Shumir. Ai i-a dat librat hua. So that means he lent him the books. So he gave them lent them the books in order for him to give it back sometime. Okay.
And Elson, how to say already?
Tashma.
Tashma.
Ai i-a dat librat. He already gave him the books. Okay. Them to us. Anyone has any sentences? Say them because when I go to the chat, maybe the screen will. Trego, mici. Okay, if it's imperative, it's a whole different thing. Let's not get into it.
I can try one.
Yes.
Motra Nai dergoi. Libra, no? Librat.
Librat, yes. Our the sisters sent us the books. Motra na I dergoi librat. Yes. So them to us. She sent us the books.
What is the difference between dergoi and choi?
It's the same. Choi dergoi is the same.
Choi.
Yes. Yeah. What else? Them to you all. What can we say? Them to you all. So them the books to you all, or the anythings.
I have one.
Yes.
So I can explain these words to you, something like that, but I'm not sure about the accusative. Amunt tiua șpiegoi câte fialet?
Kto fiar? Yes. Amunt tiua șpiegoi. Or can you explain them to us? We need to you. Yes. Amunt tiua șpiegoi edeni here. Can I explain it once again? Amunt tiua șpiegoi edeni here. Yes. So can I explain it to you all once again?
Elson, the screen is frozen again.
Second, here. Now? Okay, so amunt tiua șpiegoi edeni here. Do you all see it?
Now it's fine.
Okay, Mira. And them to them to them.
Can I?
Yes, sure. So
babai wa. Sorry.
Yes, tell me.
I was going to say another one, but maybe I'm wrong.
Okay. So we need a noun in plural. Pick any noun.
Aio wa bleu durata.
Aio wa bleu duratat. Perfect. She bought them the presents. Yes. Okay. Let's check out how we build these now. So first we have t plus m plus e. Then we have aio to the apparat t plus e. Then we have e plus e. So the first e is to him. The second e means them, the books to him. Na e, it is na plus e. Tua, t subjunctive plus you all plus e, them. So them to you all. Can I explain them? So these things, them, whatever, to you all. Second. Okay. Aio obliterated. So u to them and them the presents. To them the presents. So the presents to them. Okay. Any questions?
No.
No, it is complicated, I know, but as I said, I have a slide which I summarize it a bit better, or maybe you can memorize it better that way. We will see it in a bit. So let's do an exercise now, or let's check out that slide. So it's slide number 9 now. So this slide summarizes, you can memorize these examples or these very short sentences. To the left are all singular, to the right plural. So singular, I mean the accusative A singular, and the accusative E plural is to the right. So let's do it like this. A is here and E is there. So to the left, me, moi, at the A, it's ma da librin. So that means it to me, it to you, it to him, it to us, it to you all, it to them. So if you memorize these very short sentences, maybe it's easier for you if you were to build more complicated sentences. And to the right is the plural, them to me, them to you, them to him, them to us, them to you all, them to them. Those in brackets, in parentheses, those are the strong forms. You don't need those, as I said, but they are represented here to show you where we get these, what these forms. So strong form, weak form, strong form, weak form. Da is the verb to give, yap, in the past simple. Da de ai da. So ma da librin, he gave me the book. He gave you the book. He gave him the book. He gave us the book, etc. So if you memorize this, then it's perfect. This one somehow summarizes them. Okay, any pyetje, any questions? Let me stop for a bit and check out what's in the chat. Mos u andiqni atyre të metat njerëzve. Can you tell me in English? What do you mean in English?
Okay, it means like don't try to find fault with other people. It was extracted from a, you know.
Don't find the fault from other people.
Yeah, something.
So
like
don't
that.
blame them, you mean, or what? Mos e gje fajn, mos u a gje, je fajet. Mos u a gje fajet. The metat is like, what's the metat in English? The metat is defects. So a defect that someone has. Defect?
Yes, exactly.
Yes, or not disadvantage, but defect, yes. So,
Flaws.
but ndiek is to follow. Flaws, yes, exactly, flaws.
Yes.
Ndiek is to follow. Maybe you can say don't pay attention to their flaws. Mos pay attention. Vere mos u avire të metave të tyre. Mos u avire të metat të tyre. Mos u avire të metat të tyre. It's a complicated sentence. Why did you get that?
I've heard it somewhere.
But I mean, not ndiqni. The sentence is not. It doesn't make sense if you say it with ndiek. Ndiek atyre të metat. With imperative is a whole different construction. So mi trego çmimet e këtyre pijeve, trego mi çmimet, but you spell it together. Trego mi dhe mi trego, and without apostrophe. If you put it after the verb. Trego mi without apostrophe.
Can
okay.
you write it in the chat,
Yes.
for example?
Yes, just a second. I'll
Thank
copy
you.
your message. Trego mi, like that. Trego mi. Here. And mi trego would be separated, like that. Mi trego. Okay, let's go to the screen share. Slide number 10, there is an exercise, and number 11 as well. So slide number 10, we have these. Yes, you see what they are. To the left side, there is the dative. Then we have the plus, and then we have the accusative A or E, and then you tell me what we get. So yes, let's start with the table to the left side first. So if you get you plus what, we get you are. And what does you are mean? So Tiffany?
I can try.
Okay, yes.
I think it's I plus I.
So so E.
Yes.
Yes, it can also be A. Check out the table, not the table, check out the previous ones we did. So E or A, doesn't matter, plus you get you are for both of them.
Okay.
Yes. So so it can be it to you all or them to you all, the translation. You are. Okay, the second one, t plus a, what do we get?
Ta.
Ta, yes. So it means it to you.
To you.
Na plus a, we get?
The same. It doesn't change.
A, which means it to us. M plus e, them to me.
Me with apostrophe.
That's what show me. So them to me. Me yep, give them to me. Yep, me. U plus e. We said it in the first one, right?
You are.
You are. So it means them to me. E plus e.
Oh. Yeah.
No.
Ia.
Ia.
Yeah. Yeah.
E plus e. So them to him. Yeah, them to him. So what plus what do we get? Wa.
Wende or Wendy.
So either e or a. It to them or them to them. Right? The book to them or the books to them. You get wa. We said you are.
Ata, ato, plus e or I. Yes.
Which one do you mean? This one?
Ua.
Yes, yes, correct. So this e is from ata ato, ata e, and a is from ata a. Yeah, you are. We said it earlier, so it's either
you.
You, correct. You plus a, you get you are. Wa, we said it earlier. It's o plus e. We get wa, right? To them, them to them.
I'm so sorry, it's frozen again.
It's frozen again. Sorry. I think because there are many participants, or I don't know. Let's see. Let's go back there. Okay. Yeah, we get e plus
e.
We get yeah. What was e plus a?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. E plus a. Let's check it out here. E plus a. It's also yeah. Right. The next one. Nai. Me. Okay. So yes, it is complicated, but as I said, there's no logic behind it. You just learn this by heart. Some of them will take apostrophes, some not. Some will have the same form. Some I'll melt it into ta, for example, tu, etc. We don't have to here.
On this right-hand side table, it should be ne plus I.
Sorry, no plus a, na a.
Or the right-hand side, the second from the bottom, the table when you have na e, and it should be ne plus e or na.
Neven, ne na, neven na. No, it's na, not ne. Na.
Okay.
Yes. Check out slide number 3.
Okay, I will.
Slide number 3. Here we have na from the dative. The weak form in dative is na, not ne.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so that was slide number 10. Now slide number 11. So there are some sentences and we need a weak pronoun here. So I'll give you some time. It's better if I separate, if I give each one of you. So the first one, I will not remember later, so keep in mind. Number 1, number 2, Torsten, number 3, Tiffany, number 4, Maya from Switzerland, number 5, Maya from Macedonia, was it? So the other Maya. Number 6, Dorota, number 7, Monica, number 9, Yasmin, number 10, Teresa. Okay, and then we'll see. Here, if you are ready, we can read it right away.
Okay, I can get started with the first one.
With the first one, okay. Tell me.
Dota të jap unë librat, nuk ke nevoj ta blesh.
Not correct. It's not correct.
Okay, let me see. Where did
Librat.
So it's plural, right. Nuk ke nevoj.
In the previous one, do ti japun librat. Them to you. Do ti japun librat, right? Ti, to plus e.
Okay, right.
Avoid ti again. Ti blesh. You don't have to buy them. Now that is not from you. It's not a dative. It's a subjunctive. Okay, avoid ti blesh. Again, to plus e. Here, I will give you the books. You don't need to buy them. The translation. Here, number 2, or whoever is ready.
It was me. Me, but I don't get the sense.
Okay, so this is an idiom. This is an expression. It's an mambushamanian. That's correct. Yes. So this is an idiom. It means to convince. You convinced me. Convince, and literally it means you filled my mind. So it to me. You filled it to me literally. Ma, it is ma to me as it a. So the mind. This is an idiom, okay? It means you convince me. Okay, you convince me. Mir mambusha mendian. Okay, whoever is ready, let me know. So if you want to join this lesson, it's a bit too late now, but for the next one, join Learn Albanian Online. There is a Facebook called Learn Albanian Online. You are welcome to join there, and I will publish updates about the next lesson. I don't know what topic it will be yet, but it will not be as difficult as this one, that's for sure. Someone wrote something. Number 3, mi, nuk mi sole, that's correct. So nuk mi sole të gjitha fotografit, prandaj është bosh albumi. So you did not bring all the pictures to me. So them to me, m plus e. You didn't bring all the photographs to me. That's why the album is empty. Okay, let me stop so we can see what I'm writing. Okay. So nuk mi sole të gjitha fotografit. Number 4 or 5 or 6 or any of them. So these are this grammar is complicated, I know, but it's very used and very important.
Number 4, would it be leua?
No, le it's let's. So you don't combine it with, but it's not ua, no. And le it's an expression that needs subjunctive, so we need a t.
Ooh, okay. Because it's let's
give them some time. Let's give them some time.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not let's give them the time, so it's not definite. So check out Librat, it's definite. Mendian is definite. Photografit, definite. So this is indefinite. You wouldn't use the accusative form for it. I forgot to mention it before. Only if the noun is definite, you'd use the accusative. So let's give them some time. It is them. What is here? We have the strong form. What is the weak form for ature? Ature what? Ature. What's the weak form for ature?
E.
No. Check out the table.
U.
U. Yes, correct. So that t plus u, it's tu.
Okay.
So subjunctive t plus u, you get tu. Letu japim pako. Let's give them some time so that they prepare better for the exam.
Yes.
Tu. T plus u is tu. Mir, number 5.
It's me.
Yes.
Dota jap një shembull edhe për këtë rast.
So again, I forgot to mention it before. If the accusative is indefinite, you will not use the accusative weak form. Drop it. Don't use that part. So not do ta jap një shembull, do të jap një shembull.
Do të.
Now, if you say, this means I will give an example. What if you were to say, I will give an example to them? How would that be? To them, it's just like number 4. So number 4 was, let's give them some time. I will give them an example. To plus u, to.
Yeah.
Plus u, it's 2. Here. I'll give them some do yap një shembull edhe për këtë rast. I will give you an example for this case. Here. So if the accusative is indefinite, you'll not need this to meld them together and use both of them. Number 6.
Okay, it was mine, but I don't know 2 words, and so I'm not sure what it means. Parasysh was like.
So marr parasysh, to take under consideration.
Okay, to consider.
Okay. Yes.
So,
you should consider the problem.
And parachitet?
Parachitet, that represents, that shows up, that represents.
And what the whole sentence will mean?
So it could have several options. Do you have any guesses which one we would use? What weak forms? Check out its problemin. So we have the accusative.
Yes, so
we will use the subjunctive because of duhet.
Duhet na marim.
Why us? So marim, it's already we. That's the nominative. So nothing accusative, nothing dative. So dota.
So we will
consider the problem before it represents. That represents to us që na paraqitet.
Okay. But this
okay, so the first part is from subjunctive plus a because it's problemin, right? So you can leave the sentence with that, that's perfectly fine. Or that represents quit neve na paraqitet na dative. It represents to us që na paraqitet.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 7.
Okay, so it's me. I think I know the first blank, but I don't know the second one.
Okay, let's see.
So tis sola librim. I brought you the book.
It's one book.
Librim, not librat. Okay. Wait a sec. Ta sola librim.
Sola librim that you asked me for. That you asked.
Okay,
me.
so this should be që më kërkove.
Që më, yes. Ta sola librin që më kërkove. You can also say ta sola librin që ma kërkove. It's not typical because we have ta mentioned once there, mention it here again. So both would be correct. But që më kërkove would sound better. Not to specify it so many times. Ta sola librin që
më. So ma in this case is dative, right?
Kujt mua, yes, dative.
Okay.
Mirë. Skënderi nuk e kreu do të kryej një detyrë means to get a task done, completed, kryej një detyrë. He couldn't complete his task. Anyone has this? He told us the reason, shkakun, the reason why, arsyen. He told us ai na e. Showed us, he told us. Na tregoj arsyen, na tregoj shkakun. Mirë. The face, it could be any person here. We don't know what person. So, now this is also another construction. We have not mentioned it. Or in order not to confuse you, I'll remove it. But it's a whole different construction. It is a reflexive verb. So, skuqem në fytyrë, it means to become red on the face, to blush, basically, to blush. So all reflexive verbs in the past that take an u, un u skuqa, ti u skuqe, and the third person is ajo u skuq, what we have here, right? So his face got blushed slowly from whatever. So it should be eu. So it is e plus u, and that u is not from the dative atura u, it is just from the reflexive form. So ati, to him, the face got red to him. It's a complicated one because it's something we didn't do it. It's a reflexive verb, takes u in front, so forget about that one. Okay, but the reason why it's eu, it's e plus u. E to him, and u is the reflexive form. Here, the number 10. So you see ve, that's the dative strong form, which means we have a u somewhere in the sentence, or we need a u. We have do, which means we need subjunctive. It is t plus u. We get to. Now, what does bëjball mean? Bëjball means to face a problem. You know that these difficulties, I will face them myself. Do të bëjball vet. So, u bëjball vet. That means I will face them myself. T plus u, plus u, them. Here. So we will face these problems, these difficulties by ourselves because it's being we. Here. Next time I will bring the book in class for all of you to see. Herën tjetër do lesson. Number 11, it's very easy. So subjunctive plus it, the book.
So ta?
Ta, yes. Herën tjetër do ta. The subjunctive plus a, it, the book. And the next one? For in the class, so everyone can see it. Ta again. The subjunctive plus a. Next time I will bring the book in class so that everyone sees it. So for everyone to see it.
So here after ch we have t.
Subjunctive, yes. So
Subjunctive.
one of the usages of subjunctive is with the conjunction ch, which means in order to. Me, ch, lim, ch, or simply ch. We need subjunctive after that construction.
Why in sentence number 6 we don't have like na.
Because it's not the same ch. I mean, it looks the same, but it has different meaning. So ch in number 11, it means in order to, and ch in number 6, it's a relative pronoun. That. Which, yes, which or that. The problem which shows up, the problem that shows up. Here, herën tjetër, do të librin. Again, do të plus e, do ta. We did this one. Tomak Krakove that you asked me for. Yes, let's remove this one. Libra. We are in plural now. It could be many things. It could be libra. It could be you sola libra, right?
You are.
Yes, it could be to you all. I brought you the books. It could be ua as well, right? It could be ia sola libra. I brought him the books. It could be many things. The same for number 13. It could be many as well. Oh yes, libra zanzve. Ua. It's only ua. Ua sola zanzve. Yes, ua. So
to them.
To them, yes. Them, u plus them, the books. U plus e. Here, ua sola libra zanzve. Okay. Any questions? Can you put here?
Sean, one question, real quick. Just hypothetical one. Is it possible to have you plus you, for example, in the example of 9? So their faces are, blushing.
Their faces?
Yeah. So you have used the, e, right? I right there. I plus e.
Futurat ature u. Ature futurat. Yes, it is. It is futurat ature u. U plus u. Futurat. You skuchen. Their faces got blushed. U plus u.
Okay, thank you.
It's you. Yes. There are many other such compound pronouns. One of them was number 9. That one. Another one I did not mention here, it's also with unconjugated forms of verbs, per, të, mësuar, in order to learn. What if it is because mësuar, that participle can also be reflexive, to get used to. How would that change? Per, të, mësuar. So the first one means in order to learn, the second one means in order to get used to it, mësuar. So this construction is also something I have not prepared something today. So number 9, that's another construction. There are many ways to combine weak pronouns with these such particles. Other questions?
Yes. The words like problemin. The in ending, is it always accusative? Is it like
yes. If you see that ending, it's always accusative. If you see that ending, it's always accusative, yes.
Okay, so I know how to form the sentence.
Yes, so here we have shka kun, not in, but just an n at the end. N is accusative. Problemin, shka kun, that's accusative. The turen, accusative. Mendien.
Can you also use it for names?
Yes, every noun in Albanian has a case. So nin, mayen. Is Maya speaking? No? Yes, mayen. Yes. So an n at the end.
But what does it mean? Like, what is the meaning of it if I use it like this?
So it's a definite form of the noun. In English, we have the famous the car, the bicycle. In Albanian, also names need that form. So it's like saying the Elson. And that n at the end is typically for the object case, accusative. I meet the Elson, takoj Elson nin, for example. So that's the accusative case. The meaning is the definite form in the object case.
Oh, okay.
Right? Definite form of the noun in the accusative case. Yeah, other questions? No other questions? Okay, so that's what I prepared then. I hope you enjoyed it. The lesson will be available on YouTube for anyone to watch again. If you have questions, you can leave a comment in the comment section below. Thank you for joining, and I hope to see you in the next lesson. Faleminderit shumë.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Faleminderit, miru pafshim.